Hi guys, welcome to the Vanity Mirror. I'm Ellie of Variety Ellie, in case you couldn't figure that out. So today I'm going to be reviewing this month, being May's BoxyCharm for you guys. I do an unboxing and a couple weeks later I review the products for you. And also I want to give you just a quick update on a couple of the products from last month's BoxyCharm. Turns out I wasn't that impressed with it. I wish I liked it more than I ended up liking it. First of all, the concealer palette, I stopped reaching for it completely. Once I did the review, literally I haven't touched it. I just don't like my concealer like that, I think. And also the concealer brush, I totally stopped using it. And then one other update, I'm not updating on all the products because I just want to kind of give you an update on ones I ended up kind of despising and ones that I ended up really loving. The Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive, man oh man, I love this highlighter, and if it was the only highlighter I had, I would not be upset. Okay, now to actually review this month's BoxyCharm for you guys. Let's start with the Crown brush. So it seems like it's a collab between Crown brushes and BoxyCharm. So my review on this brush here. One thing I really like about this brush is I swear it does not steal your product. I don't think it steals it at all, to be honest with you. I was a little worried that it would steal the product, but it didn't seem to do that. And I think one telling sign is if you look at the bristles right after you use it, and if they're like kind of wet looking or like little, you know what I mean? So for example, this brush, I love this brush from Bare Minerals because it seems to give me a really airbrush kind of flawless finish. But if you can see on some of the bristles, they look a little like wet and you can really see the product. And obviously these are darker, but you don't see that like wetness after you do, even right after you do a foundation. So I just feel like it doesn't steal your product. One thing I will say about this though is it's very bendy, and I just, for some reason, that just feels unstable to me. I need some stability. Also, I found, like, at first I thought, like, I could swirl it, and this is probably not the brush's fault, maybe it's just mine, but that left streaks like crazy, which you would think it wouldn't, but it totally did. But I learned that if you just, like, down the face like this, and, like, up into the hairline like that, and, like, sweep it down, it is much faster, and it doesn't leave streaks when you use it like that. Next product I'm going to talk about is the Temp 2 and BoxyCharm Liquid Glow. Oh my gosh, I seriously love this. I mixed it in with my foundation a lot the last couple weeks. I really enjoyed it. I think that the color is gorgeous. It really gives you a nice glow. It even seems to tan me, at least, like a little bit, and I loved that about it. If I go a little overboard though in mixing my foundation, it tended to make me look a little too darker on my face than my neck. So if I'm gonna do that, I need to probably adjust things a little bit, maybe with a lighter foundation. Something else I don't like about it is if I used it on my cheeks as an actual highlight, it actually kind of tended to break up my foundation a little bit. And no, I did not use a powder, you know, and then try to put a cream over top of powder. I didn't do that at all. It seemed like it just, for some reason, if I used it on my cheek as a highlight, it broke up my foundation. It looked weird and got a little cakey, and so I wasn't digging that. So I will definitely continue to use this as mixed in with my foundation, however, and I recommend it to you for that, 100%. The next product that I'm going to talk to you about is this highlight and contour palette from IB Beauty. I got the powder one. I think some people got a cream kit. And what I like about this is that the contour colors are honestly like, they're great. I love that there's a few different ones. You can mix them if you need to. I mainly used this middle one here. It seemed to work best for me. I'm wearing it today, and I thought it did great for contouring. They don't really look muddy. They don't tend to be patchy. They weren't too bad to work with, at least for me. So that's what I liked about it. What I did not like about this palette is I tried using this center highlight color here to set my under eyes, and when I did, my under eyes got really creased. Like it was like I looked older, and I'm not sure what it was. Like maybe it just isn't good for setting the under eyes. I thought I would give it a try, but it didn't work for me. And another thing I will say about the highlight shades is they didn't really do a good job of being the highlighter part of contour. It just they didn't even, I couldn't even see them, to be honest with you. They are my fingers, and here they are swatched. And even like swatched, they're not super pigmented. Here they are here. Where you would like normally highlight, I just feel like I couldn't see anything no matter how much I put on. It just didn't work for me. So I liked the contours, but I did not like the highlights. Next kind of goes together. It's this brow pencil and spoolie, and then this convertible brow in brown hair. The Brow Gal by Tonya Crooks. So at first, this pencil. I really like how soft the bristles are on this side, and honestly the spoolie is rough, but it seems like it combs. It just feels like it combs really well because of that. I don't know. What I don't like about it though is honestly this is a little large. It just feels, it gets a little harder, like it almost takes up more than, like it takes up like my entire eyebrow, and I feel like I need something a little smaller so I can actually make strokes, whereas with this I feel like I'm trying to like angle it so that I can make strokes without messing things up. And also I could see the spoolie being a little rough for some people. I've had softer spoolies that comb my brows just fine, and this one is a little on the rough side. It honestly kind of feels like a mascara wand versus a spoolie for combing your eyebrows. Now to the Brow Gal itself. What I liked about this is that there are so many colors. I think that was really smart, and that they're mixable is nice, and when I used them wet, I did notice it lasting longer than if you use it dry, so I liked that. What I didn't like about it is it did seem to be kind of hard to get a shade that worked well for me. It just seems like these are almost like an extreme lighter than this shade is, so it was really hard to mix to get a good shade. It just didn't, it just wasn't all quite there for me, but I will probably continue to use it. You could probably also use these as eyeshadows. Yeah. There is a great smoky eye potential here. Okay guys, well that is my nice quick review of all the products that I got in BoxyCharm this month. BoxyCharm is a $21 a month service, and they also have other options for subscription, like where you could buy multiple months at once and save a little bit of cash. I think it's totally worth it. You get several full-size products, and you get a whole highlight and contour palette, for goodness sakes, which I think is a great deal and a really great way to discover new products and new brands. If you're a makeup lover like me, it's a go-to and a must. Anyways, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope this was helpful and informative, and please subscribe. See you later. The next thing, I almost said client, and I don't know why. I don't know what that means.